Hey everybody, what's up? It's Potch here, and we're playing For Honor. Now, uh, I've made a post on one of the Facebook groups of For Honor, just sharing these emblems that I made. I did it during the alpha. It started during um, the open beta. I just had this crazy idea to sort of make smiley faces and all of that stuff, and then this time around it got launched. The game was launched. For Honor came out today, and so I thought, you know what? Since I can actually save these and not worry about any of the um, any of it getting erased or whatever, wiped out, since it's the actual launch. So I thought, why don't we put in a little bit more effort into these emblems? Sorry. And so I got thinking, what could I make? And so starting off from the smiley face that I made in the alpha, in the open beta. So I thought, oh well, what can I do? And so here we have blue. So this is going to be some sort of a tutorial, I guess, and if there's a real demand for it, maybe I can make more. If you guys like it enough, if you guys have any requests, just comment down below, and I'll see if I can make them. Not Take note that not all of your requests I will be able to make them, because For Honor does have a limited sort of it's got some restrictions to it. So I'll show you what it is. All right, so this is the finished product right here. And so what you want to do is, I'm gonna start from scratch. Okay, so I'm gonna erase all of this. I'm just gonna clear it all, so that you can see that I made these from scratch. I actually made them myself. So yeah, and usually you need to take up all 5 symbols, and including the background. So for this is Blue from Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends. The one I'm using right now is Jake from Adventure Time. So Blue was one of my first ones that I created. So you want this background. What's it called? Is there a name for it? Oh, okay. Well, anyway, you want this one. It's in the video anyway. You can just pause, check it out, and just do whatever. So you want this one, and obviously you want it to be colored color 2. You want it to be colored blue. Now, depending on how you want blue to be blue, but I chose this one because I just feel like that's the actual color that is blue for me, in the cartoon. But you can darken the blue, and then the background, you can be whatever you want. It can be I just chose yellow so that it has that little cartoony look. This red's kind of ugly. You can choose purple. There's that nice contrast to it. You could choose a different color of blue, but yellow's pretty good because it has that nice contrast to it. Maybe I think they have a lighter shade of yellow. No, they don't. You can use pink. Pink's got a good contrast, but I just like using yellow. All right, so now that we have Blue's body, we want the head. His eyes, rather, we want his eyes. So just start off with the circles, right? And then transform it. And then we just scale it down a bit. I really don't do this exactly per exactness. So I just, make a little. I adjust along the way. I think Blue's body is a little bit too small, so let's transform his body. Try kind of make it a little bit bigger, and yeah, let's just make him occupy that much area, or there, that much, if that's okay. And then we can always just change it back. So we want white for his eyes, the basic whiteness. All right, and then let's make his other eye. Where are you? Well, here. All right, so transform. You might, I'm sorry, you might hear the clicking of my keyboard because I'm trying to do this as fast as I can so that I can get a lot of. Are the eyes? This is kind of tricky because sometimes the eyes aren't really the same size. But what you can do, just to be sure, you can sort of like overlap them to see if they're the same size. And if they are, if they sort of overlap each other, then you have an exact replica. This is for people who are kind of OCD. You can always just sort of distort the eyes if you want, and give him that little comical look of, like he could be in pain or whatever. And then next you want black circles for the pupils. And then you wanna, well, it's up to you, because the eyes can be very expressive. So it's really up to you on how you want to position them. But since Blue is such an adorable character, he's so cute, and so I normally just like, I think I like it smaller. Let's make the other eye smaller. Yeah. All right, there we go. And so if you just there, all right. And so now we have Blue and his eyes, and then next is his mouth. So now you want the same mouth that I used. Which one was it? I think it was this one. Wait, no, I think it was this one, because this one sort of looks more of a like a smirk, which Blue has, and I love that smirk on his face. And wait, no, not quite. I don't like it. Let's change it to the other one. Ah, here. All right, this is perfect. This is just, yeah, this is perfect. There you go. And then just sort of bring it up to his face like that, up to his eyes a little bit like that. And there you go. You have Blue. There's your Blue. His eyes may be a little bit too big, so I don't know. It depends on how much you want it, how you want him to look. So you could just, yeah, you could just rearrange his eyes, resize it a little bit like that, and just make him look a little bit, a little bit more cute. Having his it kind of adds that little dynamic feel to his eyes when his pupils are sort of overlapping from his whatever that is, the white spot of the eye. And then, well, I just chose this one for whatever purpose, so that you really get the emphasis of the shape of his body right here. But if you really want to see him in his entire glory, you could just choose these plain ones that show his entire body and make it look like he's some sort of portrait in a painting or something. All right, so that's enough of Blue. We've got the gist of that. Save. All right. Did I save it? Yeah. Next up, BMO. BMO was kind of a challenge, because BMO, if you really wanted to make BMO with all the accessories all over his body, you'd run out of symbols to use. So what I did instead is I chose this background color. Excuse me. Sorry, I just had dinner, so I'm a little gassy. All right, so this, you want the background with this one, because the main problem I had with BMO was he had so many, all of these things. He had the directional pad, he had the triangle, he had the square, and then you had to put the eyes, and then you had to put the square thing. But I had trouble finding anything that resembled a square among the backgrounds, so I had to sort of cut down on space, and I had to sort of get creative. And so I chose these four things. So you're probably wondering what happened, why is it just one now? So what I actually did is I just moved it to the side. And why is it only two? Well, because the pattern is actually a two-tone, two-tone or four-tone? It's actually well, whatever. It's yeah, the pattern is actually two-toned. And what I did is just I colored the other two. I matched the colors to the color 1, so that they sort of blended in, and now they appear invisible. so that's what I did, and I turned color 3 into yellow, and then I hid this last one all the way over here, just perfect for where the directional pad on BMO really is. And then, so for your first symbol, you want this. You want this square so that you can get the sort of screen, BMO's actual, face, whatever. You won't be able to make his mouth unless you're willing to sacrifice the triangle and the square. The eyes, you won't really be able to make the eyes, his beady little dot eyes, because the circle can only go so small, and I really wish that you could really make the circles really small, but I guess not. So there. So you want this this square right here, then just shrink it down. It's up to you if you actually want to use this to make it a little bit more sort of cute, or if you want to use this if you want to make him look more abstract. But come to think of it, I kind of like this one better, but I don't know, I like him the way he is, a Game Boy with rough around the edges, And then so I use this color. It's among the blues. It's probably the lightest among the light blues, because there are darker blues down here. And yeah, all right, there. So real quick, and then the eyes. Wait, what is this? The eyes? No. Oh, these aren't the eyes. This is the triangle. So you want the triangle. Just find it. There's one. You don't have to do anything to unlock it. Eventually, if this becomes a thing, I might actually have to start unlocking some symbols in order to make use of them. Let's hope that I don't have to use any of the symbols that require me to own a game, but I'll make do with whatever I have. And then, so you just shrink it down and then color it a little bit darker. This blue is the blue of BMO's face, and then you want this one, or if you want something darker, but I just chose something that's slightly a little bit off contrast to your regular blue. And then you just position it right here, right here, right there, because that's about somewhere where the triangle is, and that's the important, I think, the important aspect of making your BMO. You want the three symbols there, because that's what really defines him. Without those three, the D-pad, the triangle, and the circle, it's just you don't get BMO. It just looks like a box with eyes that are shut. So for eyes, you want the symbol. There are two of these actually. There's this one, the sort of slim pillar-like one, and then there's the other one somewhere up here that's a little bit more fat. You don't want this one because you want BMO to look sleeping. On the other hand, you could also use this, but it looks kind of weird because it's kind of big. Wait, let me check if this is the biggest size. Yeah, this is already the smallest that you can get with it, and you want to color it black. There is no true black here. The only black they have here is sort of like a grayish black, a dark, yeah, kind of faded black, which is pretty sad. But I guess that's the only kind of black they had back then in the day. I was actually thinking of other substitutes, but everything else is just too huge, too big to use as. Oh, you could use this if you want, like a dizzy BMO. We've seen him dizzy before, I mean, in some episodes, but I really like this one. Like, it's as if he's turned off and prepared to be used as a shield or as an emblem or whatever. And so you put two of those side by side. And then for the last is a circle. Real simple. Just get a circle, color it red, and then place it just a little bit askewed off of the screen. Just sort of like if the triangle's right here, and just put it down here right in the corner, right there. You don't want them sort of all stuck together in one line like that, because you want to add like dynamic to it. You want to add like some character to it. And then for a frame, it's up to you. If you want to use this one, then sure. But or if you want to use this, this is pretty cool too for a BMO, but it kind of covers up a little bit of the circle. But I think what am I using? I'm using this one so that you can really get the squareness of BMO, and it fits perfectly with how he looks in the cartoon, compared to this one or this one. It's got the perfect amount. All right, we'll save that. And then there's Jake. I don't know. Do you guys want to learn how to make a minion? I just thought of making a minion for the sake of making a minion. I mean, they're not even my favorite characters in any of the cartoons that I've seen. But anyway, so moving on to Jake. Jake was a real pain. I had a lot of trouble with Jake because I couldn't get his what was it? The thing around his nose. I had a huge amount of trouble just trying to get that in there. But I mean, Jake, to be honest, is a work in progress. So I'm still trying to find ways to make him Jake in his full glory with that thingy, his chops as he calls it. So actually this came across as an accident. So I used this. At first I didn't see it as a dog's nose, but it's there. It sort of resembles the doggy nosy-ish thingy. So yeah, this one, you just pause again, didn't look. And then you want the yellow, the same yellow. It depends if you want, because throughout the series, Jake has been gone through all sorts of yellows, but I think this one really expresses the true color of Jake. And then you want it black, of course. You want that pattern. And then what you do, because it's gonna come out, I don't know how it's gonna come out to you, but it's gonna come out something like that, or something, I don't know, whatever. And then, so you want to just scale it down a bit, and then move it sort of down here, like that. And there you have his nose. So for the eyes, Jake has like black. This is the black outer lining, and then he has white eyes for that cute little effect. So just like blue, you want two circles, but this time they're black. And then you want another two circles, and this time you want them white, and then just place them over. And then it depends on if you want a little bit more dynamic to his eyes, so you can just like sort of pop it out a little bit, or you can just put it there against the edge. And then do the same with the other, just mirror it and stuff and all that. And there you go. The outline this one was perfect. This outline was perfect because Jake, as we all know, anyone who follows the Adventure Time series, he can shapeshift, right? And this was perfect because at a distance, up close, of course, you can see the little swirls, the dragon's body. You can tell that it's dragon's body, but from afar, let's view it from afar. But from afar, if you check over here, right here, where my mouse is, where my cursor is, it looks like Jake's arms just wrapping around the frame, and to me that was just perfect. And it kind of looks like a King Jake kind of look, but it depends on you. It's completely up to you on how you want to express yourself. You can use the yellow one, but I think it lacks character. You can use whichever one, but this one really, I really like it. It really looks good. And then we move on to the next one, the minion. Are you guys really sure you want to see this one? It's not that. I mean, I have a little reservation for minions. All right, so minions. You start off with the same as blue. So you use this pattern, this background rather, but this time you want to color the background blue, and then the color 2 yellow, because minions are yellow. And then the reason why I chose the background as blue is because minions are iconically known to be yellow and blue. So there. Now for your first symbol, you want this pillar, and then you sort of place it horizontally. Because I got it, see? I'll just push it off a little bit so that you can see what it is. And then you just push it right there, right in the middle, right there. One thing you can do is, because what I did is I created this eye first. So it's a circle, as usual. And then you sort of like, what do? You color it gray, this gray. So just pause right here and check which gray it is. Because you want that sort of metallic look. And then you create another circle, place it in the middle of that gray circle, and then you just color it white right there to symbolize the eye of the minions. I don't know, wait, let's check if it looks better if it's black. Would it look better if it was black? No, I don't think it would look better if it was black. Well, it's up to you. I mean, black is a good color, but I prefer white. Alright, and then for his clothing, you want the square, and then you just sort of scale it down, because about this size right there, it's about the size of his. It's just enough to cover the eyes, and then you just put it right square in the middle, and then you sort of just put it right there to put off screen a little bit. Right there. Is it in the middle? Yep, it's in the middle. Alright, and then next you want the little pocket that they have. For this you want to use the square with the round edges so that it looks more like a pocket. And then you want to color it differently, sort of lighter or darker, however you want. I colored it lighter. I chose this blue right here. And then you want to do the same. Just put it right in the middle of that square. And then you don't want to put it all the way in the middle. You want it enough for people to see where it is, and that it's a little pocket. That's what it is. It represents that. Did I show you guys what color this blue is? It's part of the darker blues on the bottom part of the color palette or whatever. So it's this one right beside this dark blue, right beside this light blue. And then for the outline, it's completely up to you. Whichever outline you want, whichever outline you feel will express yourself. And there you go, a minion. So I guess let's save that. I'll continue. I really like blue. I really like using blue, but Jake is one of my favorite characters of all time in the cartoon world. So I guess, yeah, that's it. You have blue, BMO, Jake, and a minion. So if you have any requests, let me know. I'm in the works of making Aku from Samurai Jack. That might prove to be a little bit challenging, and I might sort of venture off making some characters from Overwatch. I don't know, but there you go. If you like the video, go ahead and like. Let me show me that you guys appreciate what I'm doing, and subscribe for more, of course. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video.